What up, tribe? It's your girl Raji, and I would like to welcome you to my podcast, The House of Cush, where the evolved hustlers come to learn more about rootwork, conjure, tarot, culture, astrology, and a little bit of everything in between. Today, we are doing Thursday's Cush Almanac, and before we get started, I want to welcome all of the new listeners. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Don't forget to hit that follow, like, share, subscribe button. Tell a friend, tell a friend. You never know who it can help. And to my OGs, thank you so much for continuing to support the podcast that I have created, and I appreciate y'all so much. And yeah, make sure y'all sharing this podcast too. Comment and let me know what you guys think about the show, and if you ever have any questions, let me know. Let me know how it resonates. But yeah, so today we are going to tap into Thursday's Cush Almanac. So, and our horoscopes as well as a tribe reading. So, first things first, let's look at this energy behind Thursday. And today we have a last quarter moon shifting into waning crescent in Virgo. And we are cleaning house, hun. We are cleaning house. We are refining, getting things together, getting things up to snuff. Virgo rules the digestive system, so anything that does not work with your new moon, what I want to say, your new moon petitions, because the new moon is coming up on the 20th. Anything that you sense that is not working for you, it's time for you to go ahead and get that energy out of the way. And you have to do so because it's imperative. Like, if you've got goals, you're in this evolved hustler state, and you're a creative, or maybe you just have some daily goals that you want to accomplish. This Virgo moon is giving you the opportunity to handle that. Now, let's see here. When one thinks of Thursday, ruled by Jupiter, which is also retrograding right now in Cancer, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna double check on the transits today, y'all. If y'all want to look at y'all transits in your area as well as your personal natal chart, you can get on astro-seek.com, and there, in my opinion, is the most accurate transits for the planets and the retrogrades and whatnot. So yeah, today's ruled by Jupiter, and we're tapping into things such as power, luck, wealth. Signing for things is good today. Those things will more often than not last for the long haul. A lot of times people will tell you, if you're gonna move or sign a lease, Thursdays is the best day to do that. Or try to, if it's kind of conflicting, try your best to do it during like Jupiter hours. You feel me? Now, today, if you're into the woo and you're doing your DIY work yourself, you might do justice and authority spells. Today is good for success affirmations and meditations. It's also a good day to create protective and restorative charms. Today is a great day to bless things, bless your family, your friends, your businesses, your homes. And again, today is a good day just to do working surrounding good fortune, health, prosperity. So anything that you want to see thrive long term and that is near and dear is a very good day to tap into that. Now, let me see something. Let's look at these transits here, because what I do know is we still in this retrograde phase that we third quarter moon. Y'all, we're in Virgo, and I think we're just being like pushed to kind of clean house and get meticulous and refine certain aspects of our petitions, our manifestations, and evolved hustlers, your creative projects and your business plans. Let's see here. This is my filler word today. I'm trying to get away from that. Now, we got quite a few 0 degrees, which is very potent energy, where the moon itself in Virgo is sextile Venus, which is in Scorpio. And this sextile is like the blessing. So if you can separate your mind and your heart is what I'm hearing today. You will be quite successful. This is the blessing for you to be able to tap into that energy, head over heart, removing things that don't matter, removing things that don't propel you forward, to get out of your feelings. They lie to you. Okay, Mercury conjuncting Mars. Mercury is retrograding right now in Sagittarius. Mars is also in Sagittarius. So these energies can work against you or for you. You know, Mars is all about Mars is about movement and passion. But I was trying to say Sagittarius is about movement, passion, freedom, spirituality, things of that nature, like relocation, stuff like that. So these aspects are working together today to make sure that things that you are wishing and desiring and wanting to happen, you're able to feel that passion. You're able to speak it into existence. You're able to get those plans together to make that happen, right? Jupiter is trining Saturn, and Jupiter right now is retrograding in Cancer. Saturn is retrograding in Pisces. These are very interesting points because these are two water signs, and you know, one can be more like quite stubborn and complacent, while one is more dreamy, willing to go with the flow. No shade, Cancers, but y'all like the earth signs of the water signs, if that makes sense. And so in order for you to kind of expand your stability, expand your idea of what family and togetherness mean, where your power lies, your power centers, you've got to go in, reflect, and do the spiritual work on your dreams, work on, you know, what you're trying to see manifest. And those things are working in your favor today if you're willing to step in and do the work. That I said work like so many times, but facts. Maybe that's that Virgo shit, because in Virgo I'm just here work. Maybe somebody needs to listen to that Rihanna song. So Uranus is retrograding in Taurus. It's sextile Neptune in Pisces, which is also retrograding as well, and this is you catching those secondary blessings from you being able to recognize and embrace the shift that's happening on a cultural level, being able to create the life of your dreams, being able to tap in and realize what's real and what's fake, and separating the two, which Virgo is going to help you do that. But I also feel like this is an era of you creating your reality, right? You're able to do that if you can kind of put those dreams and those wants into action. Now, let's see. Lilith in Scorpio is trining both Jupiter in Cancer, which is retrograding, and Saturn in Pisces, which is also retrograding. Again, you know, the ability to kind of use the energy of the Scorpio, like going deep beneath the surface, to work with your ego, how you're seeing, what you're feeling. And then Lilith in Scorpio conjuncting the Sun in Scorpio. Ooh, that's interesting right now. Ooh, it's like, what do you see? How are you doing that shadow work? That's interesting that I look there. That's at 4 degrees. Free yourself. Stability. And I think of 4, freedom, stability, new starts. So yeah, doing the work. It's a lot of shadow work being done. It's a lot of work being done around the family, around the mother, communities, what it means to be a part of a community, creating a community of like minds and like interests. Maybe they ain't playing. When I say they, I mean the planets. They're like, oh, you gonna get this work and you gonna do this work. No shade. Very much tea. So yeah, the moon is in Virgo, and let me see, do I have any notes in my Evolved Hustler e-guide? Y'all check that out if you have a copy of that. It does kind of break down the moon and what type of work you can do in terms of like certain moon phases. And if I am a note, I was looking at the moon phases earlier, and it might not want me to talk about this right now, I take everything as a sign, y'all. If my spirits make it hard for me to do something, I follow my intuition. I be like, if something take way too long to upload, I be like, oh yeah, I'm not supposed to post that. Most people be like, I tried, but my spirits, I be like, they trying to be funny. They don't want me to do that. They don't like that. Okay, anyway, I found, here we are. Moving through the last quarter, which was more so about you needing to release. This is about closure and clearing space for new opportunities. So your key points are going to be removing obstacles, neutralizing your enemies, removing harm, as well as decrease. Okay, so Virgo is like the perfect energy to kind of like fuel that extension of that last quarter moon energy, right? Because we're finna go into a waning crescent phase, which is about rest, recuperation, inner renewal before your new cycle begins. This is good for bigger banishing work and also dropping what you don't desire. Okay, so keep that in mind, y'all. Now, back to the lecture at hand about these horoscopes and what's going on within the stratosphere of astrology. How this affecting you. Like, if you have a business, now is the time to be kind of nip-tucking what works and what doesn't. You know, that's how I see it. Any creative projects. What's good for the gander? Now, waning crescent. Now, the sun is in Scorpio, Mars is in Sagittarius, and these are very potent placements right now because the waning moon, crescent moon in Virgo is inviting detailed inner work. We're clearing, we're healing, and we're refining. With Mars in Sagittarius and the sun in Scorpio, truth meets service, and you're asked to complete what's been brewing and ready your spirit for rebirth. Okay, so I think that's very interesting because we just had that 11:11 portal, and we just like we're in this space where we are doing all this retrograde work. And if you've been listening for the past couple of days, you know I have been going and preaching about this. Now is not the time to be like trying to do like brand new projects and, you know, doing new things and launching new things, because the shit that you was doing before works. That's what, like, certain things, you know, it's, you know, go back and look at those projects and kind of like work through that. Somebody's got some really good ideas that in projects that they've kind of put on a shelf, and they need to go back and look into those. Okay, so Aries, today your sixth house of work and well-being is in focus. The Virgo moon asks you to finish loose threads in your schedule, health routine, or mental load. Mars in Sagittarius pushes you to be honest about your limits. Taurus, your fifth house of joy and creation is activated. The moon in Virgo encourages you to refine what you enjoy, not just indulge. Mars in Sagittarius reminds you to speak your desires clearly. Gemini, with the moon in your fourth house of home and foundation, you're finishing emotional cycles in your inner world. The sun in Scorpio invites you to bring what's hidden into healing. Cancer, the moon in Virgo lights up your third house of communication. You may feel the urge to speak truth you've held in silence. Choose words that heal, not hurt. Leo, your second house of value is under the Virgo moon's attention. Clear how you determine your worth emotionally, materially, and spiritually. Mars in Sagittarius asks you to claim your value boldly. Virgo, the moon sits in your sign. This waning phase asks you to close internal chapters, beliefs, behaviors, and parts of you that you're ready to retire. The Scorpio sun in your 12th house supports deep integration. Libra, the Virgo moon moves through your 11th house of networks and vision. Time to let go of groups, ideas, or roles that no longer mirror your soul's direction. Mars in Sagittarius highlights truth and alliance. Scorpio, with the moon in your 10th house of career and public image, you're finishing professional cycles. It's not time to launch. It's time to prepare for launch. Mars in Sagittarius energizes your message. Sagittarius, Mars is in your sign. You're the action vessel. With the moon in Virgo in your ninth house, your beliefs, study, and travel cross-examine your direction. Capricorn, the Virgo moon enters your eighth house of shared power and transformation. You may be closing financial or emotional exchanges. Scorpio sun in your sixth house insists service aligns with your sovereignty. Aquarius, Virgo moon brings focus to your seventh house of partnerships. You may review a commitment. Mars in Sagittarius tells you to speak your terms clearly. And finally, Pisces, with the moon in your sixth house of routine and wellness, the message is refine your habits. Scorpio sun in your fourth house asks you to root your body in your emotional security. So if you guys would like to read those horoscopes in full, which includes extra little guidance and root work tips that you can use for each sign, always apply to your sun and rising. Also, y'all, you can purchase the horoscopes or join the Tribe Talk tier on my Patreon. The link is in the bio to join. That horoscope is up for you guys to take a look at and tap into. Okay. But yeah, y'all, so again, work. That's all I hear in my head right now. Turn your radio down. I didn't know the volume was like down on my phone, so I hope y'all could hear me clearly. But yeah, confirmation, like, keep going, keep working, keep refining. People don't realize, like, perfection is not like an end all be all. Perfection is a consistent refining, consistent like a diamond, like over time, just making it and crafting it and bringing it forward. So when people say perfect, and I learned that a few like years ago, maybe more, I was like, people like, oh, you think you're so perfect? That's not a true thing, because something that is perfect is continuously refined, So don't buy into the propaganda. But let's go ahead and open the roads, y'all, so we can see what the spirits have for the tribe today. Thank you so much, spirits, for opening the roads for me on behalf of the tribe. Thank you so much for covering and protecting me as I go on this journey. Thank you so much for the gift. I don't abuse the gift. I honor it. I appreciate it. I love it. I respect it. What guidance do you have for the tribe today, spirits? We've been getting some interesting storylines here lately. I'll tell you that much. Interesting storylines. Alright, let's see about the past. We've got Leo here with the Big Mama, which is the Sun card in the traditional deck. Present. I've got the Nine of Baskets in reverse, collectively. I've got the Six of Sticks in the upright, near future. I've got the Four of Baskets in the upright. Overall, I've got the Daughter of Coins in the upright. Okay, y'all. So, this could have occurred in Leo season, but maybe in the past, you didn't get what you deserved. But I'm hearing this was an attempt to set you up for success, so that you could take action and end any sort of emotional teens that may have been holding you back. This is about you putting in the work. Someone's being forced to give you your flowers. Tell me about the Big Mama card. Yup. So there's action being taken here. This could have happened over the past day or so. Some sort of exposure. And it could involve a loss or resentment. Three of Knives. Somebody could have taken action. Could have been a Leo. Somebody could have took action against the Leo, because this Leo is in the upright. But it looks like somebody was resentful about the way something ended. It could have to do with a partnership. Now, you could have had resentment and you were being encouraged to in order for you to progress and move on, you actually had to endure this. Now, I'm also getting the Tower card here. So hold on. Resented a partnership. Resented the fact that you can make progress quickly. This person, who's in the Tower? Ooh, somebody in the Tower, and they are in some legal trouble. Dr. Buzzard in reverse for this injustice. This could be spiritual court or physical court. Take it where it resonates. Yeah, they didn't realize something. Four of Knives in reverse. They didn't realize. You could have not realized that you couldn't trust whoever either this Libra was or this Leo. Take it where it resonates. But you're being told to keep your guard up because somebody is losing their mind because they feel like the fact that you still moving forward it's not fair. Y'all remember I did that ring? Marsha. It's giving Jan. Tell me about the 9 of baskets. Yeah. So also I'm hearing that you are realizing, and this is a blessing to you, that these people took these actions because they resented the fact that, you know, you could just get up and go. You could just do things. And they wanted you in these towers no matter how they had to make them happen. Yeah. So presently you've got the idea of someone just not getting what they want and they're feeling like they're destroyed. This could be a Capricorn, or this could happen by Capricorn season. They thought that things would shift or change in their favor. But you've been released here. You are no longer able to be sacrificed. Your Pisces could be significant. You're no longer able to be sacrificed, or you're being called to release this situation. Someone is heavily in their emotions and would not let go of something that they were trying to invest in here. And the actions that you'll be taking quite shortly, it could be 3 days, are going to uncover or unveil something. Could be involving a Virgo. Uncover some sort of lies or deceptions about a Virgo. This person could have taken action here. Door those sticks in the upright. Somebody took action to expose some sort of deception. They're taking action right now. Could be a Virgo. This person's operating out of feminine energy right now with this daughter of sticks. The actions you're taking. Somebody's action they taking, they ungrounded. You win though. Somebody decided. Somebody made a choice. Maybe in the past you couldn't let go of something and it kept you in your emotions, and now you no longer want to sacrifice yourself or your dreams. In the way that you changed this trajectory, you wanted to change it. 9-5. I'll come back to that. Tell me about the 6 of sticks. Leo is significant in your present energy. Heavy Leo. Somebody wants to be held in high honor. And they're upset, Ace of Baskets, because they feel lied to. Ace of Baskets, Ace of Knives. They feel lied to. Yeah, there's a Leo here that they were going to get what they wanted no matter what. And now this person is upset because, and not just a person, this is a Father of Coins, a King of Pentacles energy. Could be a businessman, father figure. He could be older. This person's upset because they feel lied to. And now someone feels trapped. 8 of Knives in the reverse. They don't know what to do. Things have slowed down with business. Some sort of goal they were trying to reach. 8-8 could be significant. This could be involving a friendship. These two may have bonded over slowing you down and stopping you from moving on, stopping you from making a decision. Two of Coins in the reverse. Yeah. So these people aren't your responsibility, and you're headed to getting what you want. 10 of baskets. This family, these people aren't your responsibility. Yeah, courting in reverse. Somebody ended things, but they still didn't walk away emotionally. 8 of baskets. But you're being encouraged to sit in this 4 of sticks in the upright energy. Like, okay, let's build this new life here. Let's free yourself. Plant new seeds. Now, in the past, you could have been sitting in the Mother of Coins energy with a Father of Baskets. You were overgiving, not taking care of yourself, and there was some sort of emotional manipulation. This could involve a karmic earth sign feminine and a karmic water sign masculine energy. So there's a loss of individuality, a loss of being able to fight for yourself, and this maybe forced you to face some decisions, force you to face some issues, because we got Judgment here, Libra. So now you're being guided to move on. 6 of Knives, 6 weeks. And there may be a fear here, Mother of Sticks. Somebody could have been trying to control you. A fire sign feminine, she's in karmic energy. She didn't want you to see something. What? She didn't want you to see something. It could have been involving a goal or a plan. She didn't help you because she didn't want you to achieve some sort of goal or plan. Like, the whole deal was to not help you. Like, because if you had have gotten some sort of help, you could be accomplishing what you set out to accomplish. So this person was doing this on purpose. Yep, 4 of Coins in the upright, which is the 4 of Pentacles. So this is all about control. So you're being held to high honor because you still remain strong despite, not getting, being lied to, bad breakups. You still remain disciplined. They wanted you stuck. They wanted you, not being able to have your business. These people that you were close to, they didn't want you to be able to balance your life out and get your wish fulfillment. This is crazy. And I feel like we kind of touched on this energy yesterday a little bit. But it's like the closer you get to trimming the fat, is like the more their energy sticks out. Tell me about the 4 of baskets. So somebody just didn't have the foundation or the support. But you've overcome this challenge. You're going to overcome this challenge of not having, this 10 of Pentacles within the next 5 days. But being able to shift your mindset and shift your strategy is going to be imperative over the next 7 weeks. These are burdens that you were carrying, and now things are going to be moving. 8 days. Yeah, someone's employment could be looking up. Long-term goals. 3 of Pentacles. So your lack of patience in the past, lack of knowledge, lack of insight here as well is what I'm hearing. Somebody's been hiding. There's a Taurus, a feminine Taurus energy, a High Priestess in reverse. This person is hiding some sort of secret. There's somebody that's doing work. They've been doing work. Tell me more. Yeah, because you're the Empress. So I got Aries, Gemini, and a karmic Taurus feminine energy. Yeah, they didn't want you to... You're getting closer because the other day, this Empress energy was in, like, the past or the present, if I'm not mistaken. And you skipped all the way to the near future. So somebody did magic and they were trying to hide this. So they didn't want you to receive some sort of opportunity. It's got to do with your finances and your stability. So you really got people playing in your energy. Like, if you feel like it's your fault for not having your resources and your plans come through, this is like more, and not to say you should just sit back and like not do anything, but I feel like the spirits just want you to know, like, these people took opportunities from you. You were hustled, you were stolen from, you were set back, like, on purpose. And they wanted to keep this cycle going. The garden in reverse. They wanted to keep this cycle going. You could have chosen not to talk to these people, or maybe they didn't want you to know something. Because I got the Daughter of Knives in reverse. Somebody doesn't want you to know that they're worried about you moving on. Cancer could be significant, or Cancer season. So you being resilient over the next 9 days, paying attention to shit that they did in the past, is what's going to balance things out for you during Sagittarius season. Stay consistent and loyal. Now, in the past, someone didn't want to take a leap of faith and be independent or accept their differences. This could involve a Taurus, a Bishop CH Mason Hierophant energy. But now there's some clarity here that someone's stepping into their wheel of fortune. So now this person wants to collaborate. 3 of Baskets, offering you some sort of harmony, teamwork make the dream work. But Spirit says this is there's a ending here involving a Father of Knives. Scorpio season could be significant. This is an air sign masculine. Somebody's ending something, some sort of plans. This could be a couple. This is an air sign masculine and a Mother of Knives in reverse. There could be some sort of abuse here. Lack of control. I see a fire sign masculine and a karmic air sign feminine. These are both karmic. This could involve an Aquarius. There's a death here. Somebody doesn't want you to know that they were the one. This is why they were doing what they were doing. Aries. This person's upset, or they could be immature. They're upset. Someone feels lied to. It's so many people invested in your future. The idea that these energies just do not want to do their own work. They're so invested in what you're going to do next. Yeah, somebody didn't know something, and now they're upset. They lost a battle because they didn't realize that they lost control. They were being controlled by a Mother of Knives in reverse. Shit. Wow. Somebody may have thought they was winning, and then they didn't realize that, nah, my dog, gotta be quicker than that. Wow. Yeah, I see success is imminent. You just have to continue to maintain your strength. You didn't get these offers because they were built on lies. And your spirit team didn't want you to tap into something built on untruths. So you may have felt like it was a loss, but not really. Not at all. They wish they hadn't did this shit. Let me see what the guides have to say. Crazy, huh? Wow. Tell me about the past. So there's family here. There's wish fulfillment here. Somebody's family. 10 of cups to the 5 of pentacles in the upright. Someone's family left them out in the cold because they couldn't end something. They couldn't kill you is what I heard. Death in reverse, Scorpio season. They couldn't kill you. This isn't something you need to be heavily concerned about. Yeah, because it keeps you in your feelings. And it stops you from being able to manifest a new start and make peace. This is a burden for you. Okay? It's a consistent burden. So now they need you to realize something. They need you to see something about a King of Pentacles in reverse. And the fact that you can't build anything with this person, or they can't build something. Yeah, this person's got some trouble ahead with the legal system, either legal physically or legal spiritually. So whoever this is, this King of Pentacles in reverse, this person, yeah, they may have taken some sort of deal here. Yeah, they're having to take a plea deal. Oh, they lost this fight. 5 of Swords in reverse with whoever this King of Wands is. Yeah, somebody believed that someone was being reckless or fearful. So now they're being exposed. Somebody under judgment. They in trouble. Libra, present. 10:01 on the timestamp. They are. Somebody in some legal trouble. 6 of Wands in reverse. Yeah. Patience. Yeah. You could have known this about this person. And now someone may have taken an offer to come towards you, Cancer, because they were also collaborating. And now that they've making some sort of progress with this, again, I'm just seeing offers, because I got the Knight of Cups. 3 days. Yeah. Somebody made a decision to delay some sort of communication to you. This person's upset because maybe they feel hurt or they've been sick. They trapped in some sort of, they sick. Somebody fucked up, y'all. 9 of Wands to the 9 of Swords. Upright. So they taking all the chances because they don't want to deal with this 10 of Swords in reverse. So somebody could be telling some sort of information that they've been sitting on. This King of Cups. This King of Cups is talking. Save himself. Talking to an Emperor energy. And now somebody in a tower. Ooh, I don't know who this for. Ooh. Somebody put this Emperor in a tower. Present. Oof, that Cancer is talking. The Moon in reverse. Somebody's telling some sort of secret about some money or an inheritance. Business deal. 9 of coins. 9 of Pentacles in the upright. This is the truth. Ace of Swords. 1 week. Truthfully, this relationship ended because somebody was focused on the Wheel of Fortune. And they didn't plan on somebody. They try to take your Wheel of Fortune. I got a Page of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, this is why you was having to go through all these. See, 7 of Wands in the upright. This is why you've been going through all these. You've been battling. You couldn't reach your goals. You couldn't take care of yourself. Yep, because when you ended this relationship, this person didn't want you to move on, or they didn't move on. This person could have started I see 4 of Wands to the Temperance. When they got into this with whoever this Sagittarius is, they started to do magic to keep you off balance because they were heartbroken. Someone didn't get a chance to accomplish their plans. They've been stagnant because there was deception here from this Queen of Wands in reverse. And now they're not getting what they want and they need some help. Not able to build any sort of professionalism. This person is not held to high honor. The Hierophant in reverse. They can't build anything. There's also a karmic Aries here, the Empress in reverse. Woo-woo. But anyway, Spirit said you no longer being sacrificed. This ain't shit you got to continue to dwell in. Yeah, we just revealing this to you so that you don't do anything reckless or you don't be afraid. Yeah. This cycle is still open. They wanted to continue this cycle so that you wouldn't be able to accomplish your plans. This person wanted to continue to attach themselves to you. They were addicted to slowing you down and keeping a cycle open and keeping you in fear here. Ooh. Now there's a Queen of Swords in reverse that lied so that someone wouldn't walk away. And now there's a walk away, possibly from a Leo. There's a weakness here. This person could be a Leo. But now someone knows the truth. And they've been building up money, saving money, maybe. But they lost their job for taking these actions. And there's a Virgo who told something, who knows some sort of information, and they're holding it. They're holding it close to the chest. Somebody knows they were selfish, and this is why they're in this battle, whoever that Virgo is. What? Very much tea. Now, collectively, again, you're being given what you deserve. Baby, this is crazy. Oh my God. I saw a reading today. A girl was talking about the Truman Show. And it's like your Truman Show is like the Truman Show, but a little bit more diabolical. And it's not funny, but, you know, it's like a little less PG-13, a little bit more rated R, if you will. Because what the fuck? You know, you being called, like, continue to dodge these bullies. It's a lot you didn't know. Because these people thought you was stupid. Yeah, these people wicked. They wicked. These are some wicked individuals. Wicked. And that's why Spirit won't let them back in your energy. They did all this wicked ass shit. Wicked. Ooh, they wicked. Let's see what the Oracle got to say, y'all. There's a Gemini here whose mask is being ripped off. And now they're coming after you, or it can no longer be hidden why people were coming after you. A Sag and a Gemini. They were hunting you because they experienced some sort of loss and they were afraid. So they scared now, goddamn. They fear something. Trust. Somebody lacks inspiration. Somebody's energy is low. You're being called to create things that you believe in. Present. There's a Taurus here. Someone can't give you anything because they're not working. So someone wants to make a deal. Somebody could have taken a deal. They couldn't give you, they couldn't provide you with something. Somebody took a deal to defend. themselves. They're not happy about it. They're sick. Somebody's family is sick. Somebody's family is sick. And they are unhappy. Ooh. We're telling you this because they want you to continue to be courageous and patient, Leo. This collaboration. This is a collaboration. Somebody wants to collaborate. They haven't adapted to what's going on around them. Somebody needs to follow their instincts about this person. This is a wolf. Yep, this person hasn't grown, and their intentions are to continue to consume your energy, to eat you. They want to consume you because they don't have power. Power in reverse, Aries. We're revealing this to you because a secret's coming out. And they don't want you to talk to this person. Whoever this Cancer is, they don't want you talking to them. 10-10. Somebody's confident that they can stop some sort of evolution. They think they're strong enough to do it. They think they're cunning enough. So there's a balance being restored here by you not showing this person any sort of kindness. Don't play these games. Spirit said, don't forget that you were going through a rebirth. Damn. Yeah, some mysteries being uncovered here. And now someone feels trapped because things are changing for you. And they hate that. Yeah, someone's trying to trick you, and they hate that you can see them now. Stillness in reverse. So it's like Aquarius energy too. Like they mask being ripped off. So you see them coming. You see the bullshit. I can't do it. Someone's not getting any rest. There's a lot of chaos going on around them. And you're being protected from it. You are blessed. Ooh, you blessed. Somebody finna pass away. Blessed with it. Blessed by the angel of death. Blessed by la Santísima Muerte. Ooh. You're going to get this blessing when someone passes away. You are protected. Your blessings are protected by... Oh, wow. Scorpio. Confirmation. Birth there. I done ran the deck for y'all today. Wow. That's crazy. You gonna get paid. You gonna get a blessing from somebody passing away. So live. Yeah. So, you going on a journey. You're going on a trip in your favorite rocket ship. So it's not the Truman Show. This is the whatever your name is show for the collective. Oh, gosh. That's crazy, bro. These people went so far, so wide, so long. And it all makes me always think, like, if people would go this hard to keep you bound, to keep you blind, what's truly on the other side, you know? Like, I got chills. What's truly on the other side, man? Because they cutting the fuck up, okay? Like, what is your mission? That's why it's always, like, I'm always going to encourage y'all, like, ride in your own lane. Like, pay attention to what you got going on. I do birth chart readings, too, called Seeking. And I like to say this because everybody, if you're in main character energy, your story is your story. If you are so focused on what somebody else got going on in their story, you are like a supporting character. You're an NPC. You're the people that Truman is theoretically, like, trying to get away from. Right? So by you focusing in on your own journey, your own path, you did become awoke to what's going on. Now, some people ain't meant to be awakened during this lifetime while others are. And I just feel like the people who listen to me, if you done made it this far, like, you've got some sort of purpose and plan. And the best thing you could do right now is focus in on yourself, your goals, healing, and really overcoming this trauma and these negative bonds that these people keep trying to put on you. Because what is on the other fucking side that they are so vehemently trying to keep you from seeing or being aware of? You know, why the attacks? Why all the extra shit? You know, get curious about your own journey. But yo, y'all, that's what I got for you. That's what I got. And again, thank y'all so much for listening, indulging with me this rising. I appreciate you so much. If you are feeling this and, you know, you resonate, let me know what time it is. Click that follow, like, share, and subscribe button. Tell a friend to tell a friend. You never know who it can help. And if you are wanting to book a reading or working, you can click the link in my bio. We can schedule a consultation or reading today. I do have available appointments. And yeah, that's all I got, y'all. I'm going to keep my team brief. I love you. I mean it. And you know we're going to chat soon. Bye.